to welcome this silence that is here, that is joining us all around, in the space all around. It's good to see you, good to meet with you, and to see you a little more clearly. Because this is your chance, this is your opportunity to really experience yourself a little more deeply through all of these people here, all of these objects, all of this phenomena that the mind gets caught in, so that now we get an opportunity to have that, yourself, your unbounded self, become a little bit more present now, just present. So that, we know what you are really. You're not this little body, those little people. You're not the mind, you're not the emotions, you're not the personality. You are this boundless stillness, this beautiful presence that is really seeping in a little more from all corners, so that the mind itself can't know you directly, but it can have a sense of your stillness and your presence. And so maybe at some point the mind will just stop altogether, and then you can really experience yourself through all of these people here and really find out the real true self that is the self of everyone, everywhere, that is omnipresent. We say the universal one self of all. And that is what you are right here. Now, this silence, this stillness, this presence, is peace, is just a sort of a beautifulness, even though there are really no words to describe you. But if you look at yourself, forget about all these objects, forget about those minds, those personalities, those emotions, all of these perceptions, forget about them now, and just be with yourself, be with the self, with the being itself, that real being, that real sense of being, sense of existing, sense that I am just that, all by itself. And then that silence, that stillness, that presence, that wholeness, really beautiful, grand wholeness in the space around us that is beginning to encroach upon the mind and seeping through the perceptions all in front of us here now. That grand wholeness that you really are. If you could look within yourself without being interfered with by the mind and all of its ideas, concepts and beliefs and opinions and judgments, how it mind thinks it knows it's right, and what it knows about right, about good and bad is a very, very small value and different for everyone. Very small value, very small fraction of the truth, the real truth of your own omnipresence that is right in front of us, coming here and sitting on us, really, in us, through us, all around us, everywhere. This whole beautiful silent presence coming into play a little bit more, because we don't really have to coax it come in. We just stop desiring it. Stop wanting this, that, craving this, craving that, craving happiness, craving all those things, and just be still. Just be this stillness, so that this beautiful silent stillness, silent unbounded awareness that you really are can come in and sit and use these little bodies to experience yourself through, to deepen your own experience of yourself, so that you can really get in to the finest fabrics of your own infinity, and reveal just a little bit more about what that infinity really is. All of this unbounded awareness, this being, pure being, like beingness or whatever, really beyond all those words, really beyond all of them. But you can't hide from us anymore, because we see you, we are awake. Well, really, there is no we anymore. It's just you. It's just that. It's just that unbounded awareness itself. That is really the same one self of everyone, everywhere. That is this silence and stillness all around us here. This beautiful tingling liveliness of that boundless silence and stillness. that is right here, all around us now. And really, I mean, we know that you have been, supporting all existence, all these eons, without any recognition, without any fanfare. And, you've just been doing really a wonderful job of being the true essence of all creation. And just sitting here quietly. No fuss, no fuss. No ego sense there. Just this unbounded, it's really a wholeness and a fullness. This is what you are. And then when when the mind stops being in control, thinking it's who I am, who everyone is, and it finally surrenders, at least to that unbounded awareness, so that you can have a seat at the point of the body, the point of all of these bodies who have awakened. Because that's what happens. When we talk about enlightenment, all of that, what really happens is the I sense that you've always been, that has been encased in just this little tiny body. It awakens to its own unbounded awareness that you are, that you have always been. And so there's just been some ideas, concepts, some stresses, some scars, some impressions, due to the long-standing habit of being identified with this body and thinking, this is what I am, this is who I am, I'm this person. But, of course, we know now you have never been this person, just a little individual person. What you've been is this unbounded awareness that is just really so vast and expansive. You don't even really know the end of your own infinity. This is so grand and vast. And then you wonder, what do we need this little body and world for? Because it's not much of a thing compared to that grand, unbounded vastness that the I really is, the self really is. Well, see, maybe you didn't know that or experience that when you first remembered yourself as that unbounded awareness through those people that have awakened. But I'll tell you what this world, what this body and world and universe is really for. Because, well, it's really your own being itself, going more deeply into itself. And in that process of going more deeply into that unbounded silence, you create these waves, these beautiful waves and frequencies of intelligence, because that's what you are, is that unbounded silence. It's a field, unbounded field of lively intelligence. And it only becomes lively when you, as that unbounded awareness itself, become a little bit more awake to the process of yourself, experiencing yourself. and so that is a flow, a movement, a motion in the ocean of infinity, in the ocean of silence itself. And so that creates these ripples and fields of cosmic intelligence. Cosmic intelligence, flows of silence, frequencies and flows of silence, which are really joyful, blissful. Blissful, they are bliss. It is bliss itself. It's bliss. And it flows in such beautiful patterns and frequencies and just cosmic universal intelligence is what it is. And really what it is, you know what it really is. I'm not going to get mystical or metaphysical or anything here. What it really is, what these frequencies and flows in this stillness, in this silence, in this presence that is right here now, all around. There's all around. Why? There is presence in the first place. And why the little mind can be awake to something greater, something grand, something vast. It seems like a watching presence that is everywhere in the environment, all around, watching a little body sitting here, fidgeting. And so this watching presence, this is your own lively being, lively, omnipresent field of pure intelligence. Well, maybe the mind can't really experience that clearly or really know it. It thinks it does. I mean, it has an idea about it. But you know what I'm talking about. Silence. You can feel within you all of this lively, we would say almost lively power, lively flow, a kind of a beautiful flow. And this beautiful flow of intelligence is flowing in all these streams of we can say laws of nature, which is frequencies of intelligence. And these frequencies of intelligence are what are creating the appearance of the objects in front of us, just like, and we say this again and again, just like that lit incense in a darkened room, and you swirl it around, it appears as though there's real form. There are real forms. But really what it is just a point. Moving, a moving point. And so, like that. This silence, this being, this unbounded being, when you know yourself, and as that unboundedness, and experience yourself, well, the only way you can experience yourself is at a point within your unbounded infinity. So within that unbounded infinity, you experience your own self, your own being at a point everywhere within your own infinity. And you see, what is so beautiful and so remarkable about this is the body, mind, and world that we experience all around here is really just a magnified experience of the infinity of your own unbounded silence collapsing within itself to know itself. And not only as the unbounded being, but as the whole body-mind, which is a replication on a apparent physical level of all of the lively potential and power within that infinity at a point. And this is what we call the me. The me. And that same infinity experiencing itself at every point, everywhere, creates the appearance of what we call the world and universe in front of us here. And so, of course, we know that. Everyone knows that. And so, nothing new. But right now, right here now, maybe we can even get to feel, especially from the boundless space around here. We can begin to feel this lively flow of consciousness itself, the awareness itself, just diving within itself to experience itself at a point within itself, everywhere within itself, right now. Because this is what is creating this presence in front of us, this watching presence from the perspective of the mind. So we just be easy, be very, very simple, open, because what we're opening to is a very, very grand, vast wholeness of the total reality of consciousness itself that is coming awake everywhere, all around us now. And even the thoughts in the mind and the emotions and the perceptions don't have such a grasp upon us as the being now, because we've been identified with the body-mind for such a long time, maybe lifetimes, that it can take a little while, even after awakening itself, awakening after the unbounded silence wakes up to itself through you. It may take a little time. In time and space, if there is such a thing, for the being to really become fully awake to its total value of this reverberant intelligence, which is, and we'll just let you know what it is. It is the remembrance, it is the memory, it is the flows of the memory of what you really are. Silence. Of what is deep within the core of silence itself. Deep within the stillness in the field all around here. At the depth of the core, which, if you're awake to that unbounded awareness that you are, you can directly experience right now the being itself moving more deeply within itself, moving more deeply into itself everywhere within itself, in all space, all around, and creating greater stillness, greater silence, greater presence, a greater wholeness all around us here. So that you, as that unbounded awareness, can have an opportunity right now, here and now, to come awake a little more to the total reality of your infinite silence and infinite dynamism that you really are here. Because all of these objects and phenomena are just everywhere in the whole world, the whole universe, whole multiverse, whatever, are just the expressed appearance of the flows of this, your grand wholeness of being itself, ever in the process of experiencing itself and diving more deeply within itself to expose more and more of the endless inner core of its own infinity to itself, so that it can open up more to what is really here and what the body-mind world has really been all along. Body-mind world, everything, even the sense of being, where did that come from? Well, it's opening up, it's remembering, beginning. This is the very innermost core, outermost core of the being, your being, that we're speaking to. That is now opening up a little bit more to more of its, you say, innermost fineness and beautifulness that it is, and the loveliness that it, as it sinks more deeply into the remembrance of the grandness and vastness of its own beautiful, divine grace. That is what is really all around us here. A beautiful, beautiful divine grace, divine presence that has, wasn't able to be known clearly and seen clearly because of the mind and the false identification with the body. And so even if you've awakened to your unbounded awareness, unbounded reality, there's still so much more of your infinity to unfold and behold as that grand, beautiful, divine intelligence begins to reveal herself to you. And then the being, it just begins to remember. That's all it remembers. What it is, it's not, firstly, not this little body-mind person that you're sitting in. That's a vehicle you're sitting in. It's not who you are. It's not certainly not the total reality of who you are. It's just a vehicle you're sitting in. And then it awakens to its unbounded field of wholeness that it is. So it remembers what it is in that first awakening. But then, this is the beginning. It's that unbounded awareness that we've been talking to, that remembers, that opens up within its infinity and opens up and remembers these beautiful flows of its intelligence, its cosmic intelligence. And then goes even deeper into that and finds that there's really nothing here that is real, that we can say is real and substantial. It only gets its reality and substantiability due to what is really real, and that is your own unbounded consciousness itself, conscious of itself, ever in the process of being conscious of itself, delving more deeply within itself, opening up to the innermost heart of infinity, and coming awake to, hopefully, at some point, at least getting a glimpse of something that is so divine, beyond any kind of experience, divine experience, because there's no experiencer. There's no experience. It's this the being itself opening up to what is really beyond itself. And so we're talking to you, to the infinite, unbounded spaciousness that is everywhere, to this silent presence that is everywhere in the space all around us here now, to use that body-mind vehicle that is sitting there listening to this, to use it so that you can begin to experience, to directly live the full truth of your reality, and see and experience the whole truth of what this body-mind world appearance really is. And we find it is all not just divine, but it's all pure divinity itself in appearance. So this beautiful, pure divinity has been hiding herself in the appearance of creation, in the appearance of the world, in the appearance of you. And so we have to remember, we're just sort of invoking the memory, the true memory of what you really are as this grand, beautiful, divine wholeness that is everywhere, present all around. Right here now. It has been here all along. It's been here all along. It's your own omnipresent reality. So, only thing that has been preventing us from experiencing that is our concepts, our ideas, our beliefs about it all, about enlightenment, about the spirituality, about God. It's not a something to believe in. It's something to live. It's living that reality. It's living it. And so we're just reminding you, sort of opening up a little so we get into this motion that is taking place everywhere in the space around. of the field, the whole field of infinity all around us now, in its process of remembering itself, just remembering. And what that remembrance really is, it's a surrender. It's a beautiful surrender. It's just surrendering within itself to itself. And this means, on one level, it means giving up all ideas that the mind holds dear, and allowing the being right now to live and experience the fullness of itself through your body, through that body that is sitting there. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. So, this wholeness that has been silently building in the presence all around us here is ready to overtake your little me, your little mind. It's ready, and it has been waiting for you, waiting for this moment. It is the eternal moment of now, and this is the moment, the only moment that is. And if you want to wake up, we just surrender to this moment, this eternal moment of now, and we just let go. Just let go. Just let go. And really just be what you are. Be what you are. Let this presence in the space around overtake. Let it overtake.